Ms. Fox, you mentioned the passage of IJA and IRA as being instrumental to achieving clean and safe water. Can you share with us how the $13 billion investment into the Clean Water Revolving Fund will help achieve that goal?
Well, thank you for the question. And I have to say, Congressman, it has been a very productive partnership between EPA and the states in getting these resources out. In the first year of implementing the bipartisan infrastructure law, we have put forward about $5.2 billion from EPA to states. And now states are funding local water projects all across the country. We think that there's over 1,400 assistance agreements that are in place. So that the vision that Congress had in passing the bipartisan infrastructure law to help provide clean and safe water, we are able to deliver this for the American people. What's so wonderful about the Clean Water SRF program is that there's many uses that states can work with their local communities and make sure that whatever project in need there is, that can be funded. So it is funding flood mitigation projects. It's supporting issues around combined sewer systems, which we were talking about earlier. It's investing in wastewater utilities to upgrade their infrastructure so they're discharging safely into the environment. It's funding work around PFAS and making sure that we're addressing that.
Can I get you to drill down a little bit in the area of Black and brown communities that have historically suffered from poor water quality? And what efforts specifically can we expect to see as these issues crop themselves up, unfortunately, in areas of underserved communities, probably disproportionately more than anywhere else?
That is correct. Low-income communities of color are disproportionately impacted by water challenges. So we're doing a couple of things. I mean, one is that when Congress designed the bipartisan infrastructure law, they did something different than our usual appropriations to the SRFs. They required that 49% of those resources must go to disadvantaged communities, and that has to go out as grants or principal forgiveness because they have financially related challenges. So we've been working with the states and helping them to identify disadvantaged communities. We now have this technical assistance program that any community can access to help them navigate getting these federal dollars.
And it's going to sound like I'm cutting you off. Please forgive me. We've got
okay.
limited time, so I just want to kind of jump in on a couple of points. One of which is you mentioned these resources. In a lot of the small parishes in Louisiana, counties and other places, we have smaller communities that don't have access to consultants, accountants, and programs to access these grants. What are you guys doing in the area of making it plain and reachable and accessible for smaller urban areas?
Yeah. Well, so
and rural areas?
Yeah, well, and I am putting a call out to all of the members here that our water TA program is available to anyone. So Congressman, I would be happy to have my team reach out to those parishes, make sure that they know that we have this technical assistance. They have access to engineers, planners, grant writers to be able to get these funds. We're making that available.
I will absolutely take you up on that. I mean, because we have a very robust outreach program in Louisiana and LAO2 where we take our efforts to the community to make sure that those things that have once seemed to be challenging or far away, we bring it close to the people so they have an opportunity to see government at work, but more importantly, access resources that can assist. Real quickly, Mr. Asprey, one of your areas of focus is conservation programs under the Farm Bill. There are many programs in particular that are looking toward Congress to look ahead of the Farm Bill for reauthorization. One of the issues that is critically important in my district of Louisiana is the massive issue in my district, which is flooding. What can Gulf South do to help mitigate the risk of increased flood insurance premiums? NFIP Risk Rating 2.0 has been devastating to our communities. Can you share with us any hope that you may have on some relief in the area of flood mitigation?
Congressman, thank you for the question. NRCS could assist with that indirectly for the flood insurance premiums through construction of flood control measures. If folks are not directly impacted by the flooding, then their flood insurance rates would go down. But we would provide the structural opportunities there to help address that on the front end so that there would be a level of certainty. We'd be very happy to work with you and your team in Louisiana on that and talk about options and see what solutions we can come up with.
Thank you very much. My time has expired. I yield back.